Abusia for aha ayehu TV make sure dear da moye mama obe subscribe obe like obe comment now I share me videos ni ede ama it seems say audio be drop here men say o me anyone da agenti me say obe me akoni akotie nsem ni bi aba na me say obe che ya agenti bia o fa video e o comment section ni so ede ama yankwai ni enkoji nsem na nkasa nche mu
monka che twesi gwachi say enama amasu de wenye sika sanka wan fraude and to be Mahama onye no body. Because me di ya o se Mahama di oba fun, oba nyan, oba tantan, oba ni wonya akono because die. Amana do ti Mahama $7 million at CB. Ako wari be ma kwadu 40 fie a on pebre because of be sika. Maya ready, rich woman, boss woman, rich woman, boss woman, baby chebi coins of fire Lordina usika. Na enye kotie na abodama anka wo president no da ye den ema wo nya no evidence di ko ye den ema wo nya no evidence adi ko ma kwasia mpenye efi aswasnega hey what point Paul mami
Honorable Kennedy the Japan Michelle Honorable before I started a political campaign many di nkomu bi ana what the only nkomu we are making, you know what we are talking about. And I told you that's honorable. Your own enemy is yourself. Sasa means fire na wanfa. I don't know who your handlers are. Because honorable, what Jare SCSU Ako City News say you are going to sell the brand Kennedy Japan. Oko chire bi entia yemfa osun kokroko amanyuku yisha wonsa na akwa na kwasi ampani we abo jimifo we ebu say if ya Schwarzenegger no ma wa distracted now was so started and I came down to her level and honorable you went there into as when honorable Kennedy Japan when will you mature as a politician? You could have brushed it off. You could have told the truth. Say, you could have told the truth. Say, many of you are trashing your issue out because that's what it is. But I came to her level, and honorable, I am not contesting for anything. With all due respect, I am not your contender. Don't you know that the journalists played you? What Coco can't say, assembly kind you'll be until all the headlines is about what you said about me. Meanwhile, you are campaigning against people in the party. Am I a politician? Am I one of the contestants? But you see, you chose to go down that lane. Honorable. What classic I say you came low to my level, no? Now say Kauche say when you wanted to start your presidential campaign, some of us made fun that time when you contacted me. I said my chemu makwasia we kofa asem we ba e ma betina se be kasa ma de wo kan yan fa na asem because now the delegates have realized that CNN for ebusa o masema you will forget about the NPP party and go and talk about Efia Schwarzenegger. You have to be politically intelligent and emotional intelligent. You can't be played like that, honorable. Because first now your number says first neck out of second say what be dead. And now your delegates never to amount. The boy played you. The boy played you.
Economy in anything. Education income. Human capital. If for 4 to 8 years, Uja and Kwalabe 1 million Tinefia, do you know what you are doing to your economy?
You're not developing the human
race. If for 4 to 8 years, edunduma, do you know what will happen to your economy? If for 4 to 8 years, Senkola and implement for your hospital, insurance, do you know what will happen to your economy? If for 4 to 8 years, who you buy for me, Juma, and so to into your mocha, and into my despondent, do you know what will happen to your economy? If you have an economy where people, when they are sick, cannot even have access to the hospital, do you know what will happen to your economy? I think what we usually want to talk about are macroeconomic indicators, which of course can always be disturbed if the fundamentals are weak. And in building the fundamentals, it takes a long while. And that's what we've been doing. When we came to office, we said it clearly, and that hasn't changed, that the fundamentals of this economy, are weak. So our economy, okra will be including in if you are broachable, our economy, it would suffer when there is a slightest of cough from the global.
Yeah, the hope was that base was going to be changed.
But it takes a while, and between the two parties, we are the ones who have showed working. Sure. When NDC came to power in 1992, with the democracy that we had, between 92 and 2000, they sold 300 factories. They passed a law called Diversity Implementation Act. You know, almost setting up Diversity Implementation Committee and the collapse factories in Macroeconomic 300. Imagine say some factories, they did not collapse it. Yeah, for the first time in the history of our Fourth Republic, you have a government that deliberately is working with private sector to set up industries. What are those industries supposed to do? Those industries are supposed to boost local production. Say na be ya normal na ye krefi abrochie no, ye bete so. Ye ba ye say na dako farms egu, meboa. Enti na ye kra nkoko no dodo bebre fi abrochie. Ene dako farms ya revive it. Into no matter how you look at it, nkoko na ye krefi abrochie ba no, emu dodo no dako farms are stop a fixing gap no. Enti ye kra bebre ba de, but nka ya anye dako farms anka ye be kra more than what we are doing now. We have a lot of factories that are being built across the country. Some are completed, some are operational, some are still under construction. It will take a while. But the good news is that
you're almost hitting 7 years.
Yes, but you need 10 to 15 years to industrialize. You need 10 to that is the truth. Mother, Mr. Kesben, some of the factories.
Yeah.
Bisano, Obeka. See how long it's taking some of them to actually get to the point that they've got into. It's a factory to grab it to me see. Also, we see bottling company. We see a plant in our tunnel. Plant in a bit me a bottle, maybe 1,000 bottles a day. But I won't start with 1,000 bottles a day. We start with 50. Now we scale it up. Now scale it up. Now scale it up. So it will take a while.
Okay.
Unfortunately for us, just when we're putting these fundamentals together in 2020, we encountered a global supply chain disruption as a result of COVID. Okay. And see, definitely so we are now trying to recover out of that shock, and then we can get back on the path of growth. But in getting back on the path of growth, you don't go and pick the one that couldn't do what it is that you are even doing.
And also nobody hate a candidate, because those macroeconomic indicators, were things that was stressing on during his campaign engagement. Any idea, now they tell you, sir, he is running away from those indicators. The same measure, what they mad the previous government, as Ghanaians are using the same measure to measure him based on what kind of promises I will give you out, it looks as if, as I said, with Ghanaian free economy, yes, something else, and yeah, not precisely or promising Ghana.
Why, Papa? One of those propagandas and this is for their tumana.
You think so?
And I'm also maka because of Ghanaian free economy any day. And now me no kasi nipa no osro no pa ye commission schools, ye commission hospitals, ye commission factories, ye commission nyama bebre towards the growth of the economy. In two cases, we economy on day between 2017 and 2020, which was our first term of 4 years now. Near global economic shock. Did you see these challenges? Why do we want to always run away from the fact that the global economy has been disrupted? Why do we want to run away from that?
But other countries are
recovering. Like what? Give me one. But Ghana, are we not recovering? Are we not recovering? Which country?
Recovering in the States, are you almost the same?
But why? Go to the US. Wait, go to the US. Go to the US. For the last 40 years, they've never seen the kind of inflation they are seeing today. Go and check their interest rates. UK, some points last year, within 6 months, no matter prime ministers, because the economy was struggling. Germany, almost shorty is some. Turkey, inflation 80%. And when I'm going away in a FIBA. And see, what are we talking about? Every country is trying to recover. All countries are trying to recover. Even countries that were deflating, countries like Japan and Co, they were deflating. And then they all have high inflationary rates.
So do we say that Dr. Bawumia is still at post when it comes to managing the economy?
But that is his job. And he hasn't run away from that. Meaning, it is you who is saying it. It is those who are spinning propaganda who are saying it. Dr. Bawumia has always admitted our challenges. and has always given indications of how he believes we are going to recover. One more example. You had a crisis in oil, fuel prices last year. Within a space of 6 months, near fuel price and I'm about 24 cities.
Yes.
Wasn't not that period that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia announced a good for oil policy? Hasn't it brought it down from 24 cities to 11 cities and now about 13 cities? Imagine if the good for oil policy was not introduced at the time it was introduced. We'll probably be buying fuel around 30 cities today, not as a result of anybody's fault, but simply because we have disruptions from suppliers. We have disruptions from places where we trade with. And you know, currency suffer. And if our currency is suffering and we are also importing so much and looking for the dollar to go and buy, then obviously we are going to be affected.
The uniqueness of our structure of the economy and Nanki shared them say so quick because we all knew what the challenges were at the time I'm taking office. But still now structure creating problems so dependent on